Hey everyone, it's Char from Char's Fashion Nation. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Sorry for the camera being a bit blurry from all the light, but if I shut off the lamp, it'll be too dark in here. So, as you can see here, I have pulled my fabric, a Ghasthei night, and I had got this from a little mom and pop shop up in Berlin, New Jersey. Now, what I'll be doing is, because I had done a poll on my channel to see what people wanted me to do with this for Halloween, it came out as pajamas. Now, what I'm going to do for that is make it so that it's wearable for not just around the house, but wearable for if I just need to go somewhere. So I'm going to do that. I got 5¼ yards of this fabric. It was all that was left of it. It's a really cute print. This month I will also get into using my fabric from Fabric Mart. I was watching Angela Clayton. She just went to Fabric Mart the other day. Girl, I think you missed out on their 50 cents a yard wall. Oh my gosh, we have to talk. Hello. I have some fabric up in here. It was 50 cents a yard. This one right here, 50 cents a yard, girl. 50 cents a yard. I will leave her video from today in the description box. You guys know I always take my glasses off when I do my videos. That's starting to get to me. Put them on, take them off, put them on, take them off. It's starting to make me a little dizzy. So I have to try to keep them on more often than take them off. Yeah, have to get into wearing them. So, this lovely thing right here, my rotary cutter, I got from the Hobby Lobby. It was on sale when I purchased it. Always look for your Hobby Lobby sale. Always look for them. Sometimes you have a mom and pop place. Fabric Mart is a mom and pop place in my standards, but they're really good. I love them. Fabric Mart is an awesome place. I want to go back there. I missed out on a lot of things when I went back there, but that one fabric I just showed you for 50 cents a yard, it's beautiful, it's stretchy. Angela, that beautiful stretchy purple jersey fabric that you panned to, I own 4 yards of that, girl. I own 4 yards of that, and I'm looking forward to working with it. Some of it I'm going to make a garment for a friend of mine, and the rest of it I'm using for myself. So this I'm making a pajama for myself because I think it's a beautiful fabric. So I'll be making a pajama just to lounge around in. Actually, I think, you know what? Other than the fact that I have to sneeze, so hold on. Oh, I sneezed before I could pause it. Oh, there you go. I have menopause, but I couldn't pause that in time. Let me go get a water. Hold on. Pausing jokes can be rather funny. So anyway, We're 5 minutes into this video and I haven't even cut this yet. So, I had to get my water. And I'm going to have to go see my primary about my asthma, which has started to act up again. And it's not the seasonal allergies, no. Personally, I just think I've been allergic to somebody's BS, and it's made my asthma act up. So we're going to laugh about that. Oh, my goodness. Oh. I just can't be around certain things or it just triggers my asthma. So anyway, to make the pajama for the top, I'm actually going to take a summer dress that I have. This is inside out. It doesn't really matter. And it's, you know, this actually goes mid-thigh on me. Smells so good. I washed it. And it has pockets. I may not use the pocket on it. You know what's funny is these jeggings, which I'm going to use for the pant portion, are too big on me. What size are they? And they're an extra large. No joke. These are an extra large and they are too big. Yep. I'm not afraid to show you my size. They're an extra large and they are too big. I don't know why my doctor keeps telling me that I weigh too much. Do they count muscle mass? I don't think they count muscle mass as weight. Shame on them. So anyway, this is what I did. On my mat under here, which I will show you, my cutting mat under here, which has 24 inches, which is 2 feet. Don't mind my security cam up there. That's going to blink because we're sitting right here. And even though I'm right here, why does it turn? It turned. Did that turn? It looks like it turned. You tell me if it turned. That's weird. Anyway, so that's the only reason why that would blink, is if it turned or something. And watch the pumpkins and see if they turned. Remember, this is still a 31 looks of Halloween thing. So I can take my blade on here, because you know, the little button retracts the blade piece here, makes it go forward. And my one friend that I got in contact with again, trying to help her with a few things, and one of them was try to find her local Hobby Lobby, which she found. Yay! So I actually want to gift her a starter packet for making her own soap, and that way she doesn't have to go to the expense of purchase. And maybe next year be able to afford to go ahead and purchase and have her just pick up an inexpensive sewing machine from the Hobby Lobby nearest her. So that she can refurb her clothes as she is on her journey, her new journey. Because I love my real friends. And we lost contact for years, and I had always wondered what had happened to her, because I couldn't find her on the internet for years, and I had always wondered what happened. Where had she been? And I always wondered, where has she been? And we got back in contact, and I'm really glad. Really glad we got back in contact, because I always worried about her. Like, where are you at? I'm worried about you. Worried about you being where you were. Worried about you being around those people. Like, you know, she's a good soul. And doesn't deserve to be around, you know, her and her husband didn't deserve to be around nasty-hearted people, you know. Good souls. Um, she had a very sweet, loving husband. Bless him for taking care of her. But now it's time to be back in touch with each other and help her out. Help her out again. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, you know? And I don't mind doing it, you know, like through my YouTube. Yeah, there's the back part. In fact, this is kind of large on me too. This is a 3X. I always think I'm like fat, so I buy things that are like big on me. I have big shoulders. I can't help that. But I always think I'm fat. But that's just me. It's my mindset. I've always been told that I'm fat. I've always been told that I'm fat. So, yeah. You guys are going to be like, you are not fat. But I've always been told that I'm fat. But I know what you guys are going to say. You're going to be like, you're not fat. In fact, you know what? I have to take in my house pants because they're too big on me. They're about maybe 5 or 6 inches too big because I've lost weight. So yes, I know I'm not fat. I have lost some weight. Part of it is due to my nerves. Lately, I haven't been able to sleep well, and it's just due to my nerves. What can I do, right? What can I do? Except for just deal with it, try to manage it. That's all I can really do is just try to manage it. Okay, so I've got this laid down on here, and what I'm going to do is tuck that neck back because this fabric back into the mat because we need that mat underneath it. And if I can't pull the fabric back, what I do is I just hold the brain part, hold that fabric, and then I will straighten out the garment that I'm using, and then pull that back sleeve in, and then straighten it out. You really want to make sure that you straighten that out as even as possible, because you really want to make sure that you have this as perfect as possible, especially if you have a little flare at one end, at the bottom end, like I do here. I know this isn't my best quality video today. Am I going to apologize for that? No, not really. Because I know there's going to be some weird activity in my video as usual. And I haven't been on, and I do apologize for that, but I've been dealing with my health. have been dealing with my health, and I've had some health issues in the last few days, and I've had to deal with that. And so, I apologize for that? No, not really, because you can't really apologize for having epilepsy. Oh my gosh, I don't want to cut off her cute little bun. If I cut like that, I'm going to cut her cute little bun. Oh my gosh, there's like this figure on here of this maid, right, serving their dinner. And if I cut this certain way, I'm going to cut off her cute bun. Oh my gosh, what do I want to do here? And I'm going to end up cutting off some of the characters' parts anyway. It's called the Ghasthei Night for a reason. Here we go. Oh well, we still get her funny face. That's a good part. We still get her funny expression. You're still gonna get that. Here, I made it so we get part of her hair. And we definitely get her expression, which is gonna be great. I really don't think we're gonna get her anyway in this lurch looking dude. We're not gonna get, so I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that. That's totally gonna be cut out. Why did I even worry about that? They're totally gonna be cut out. I don't even know why I worried. That's gonna be cut out. Like, if I didn't cut this the way I'm cutting it now, like, because I'm gonna cut sew the back and the front together the way I'm cutting this. Try not to cut my actual garment. That would be bad. Yeah, that would be real bad. Oh, sometimes you have to replace the blades on these. I think it's almost time to replace the blade. I've used this so much. I almost thought about putting some music into my videos, but I was like, I've tried that before, and I've had people come at me for putting music in my videos, and I was like, I don't think I really want to. You know why? Because in case something like creepy weird happens, I don't want it to be taken over by music. No disrespect, but like the people that do like the haunted things in their videos, like that music kind of overtakes what you're doing. It really does. It overtakes what you're doing and what you're trying to show. Like that music kind of makes it seem like you're faking it. Okay, so like that was the collar piece. And like I said, her expression is right there. And part of the lurch looking dude is like saved him, but that's okay. So now I just have to stand up and cut the rest right here. Try to get this more focused over here. Go ahead and shut this light off. which of course makes it dark. And that's why I said I really didn't want to shut that light off. I have more problems with my lighting, and every time I've adjusted it, I've adjusted my lighting so many times, it's ridiculous. So with my sleeve, I'm actually just going to take it out and then down. And because I think this is getting dull from using it so much, we're just going to go back over. And if I have to, I'll just use the scissors. As much as I love my rotary cutter, I just think it's getting dull now. I just think it's getting dull now. Okay, so that's the front, and I'll show that to you. Make sure that that cut. See, this is what I mean. It's gotten dull, and then we have to re-go over that because I totally did not cut every piece of this fabric. And then you have to re-go over it to make sure that it caught all the fabric, because it didn't do it. Because it did not catch all the fabric. So here is the front. Here's the front. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyway, so here's the front. This might be a little blousy. I don't care. It's for around the house. And then I have enough fabric for the back. And then, of course, the bottom. Like I said, 5¼ yards of this is awesome. So I'll be right back with the back half of this, and then we'll cut out the pants. So be right back. Okay, since I kind of did a flea-boo and went ahead and started cutting the back part and forgot to turn the camera back on. Oops. Anyway, but like I was telling you, I'm having a problem getting my rotary cutter to cut. But I think that's just because I've used it so much since I've got it. It's starting to go dull. So I'm going to have to either sharpen it, which is no big deal, or just get a new blade, which I think I'll just like go ahead and sharpen it. This didn't come with a sharpener, but I'm pretty sure I can acquire one. Or just get a new blade, which is no big deal. I'm gonna drink water here. Now, I did promise you guys that I would cut this fabric and use it. And like I was trying to say, think this would go great with that robe that I made. Now, this is a little bit of like the scrap fabric left over from that robe. I think this would go great with that. I don't know what you think. These two fabrics together, I think that will go nice. But hey, we'll see, right? Right. One thing I did do was finish up those pants for my friend's mom. And so those, boom, those are knocked out of the way. He just has to take them to her. It's nice to do things for elderly people. And let's get the shirt knocked out of the way. So what I'm going to do, let me take my phone off. I really have to take these pants in. I have lost some weight. I just naturally have a big butt. I just naturally have a big booty. I can't help that part. But, anyway, so we're going to line these fabrics up. I ironed this, but it went and folded itself under. We're just going to take this here, because I want to make sure that the arm is lined up evenly. Now that's why I laid the front fabric onto the back fabric, because I'm needing to cut this a specific way. Now I went ahead and cut it up that way, and I'm not sure I should have cut it a specific way, but that's okay, because I can take that in, cut it down, take it back out, yeah, reach the end of that board. That's what I mean, like, this rotary cutter is really giving an issue. And if you notice, this rotary cutter is giving an issue in the same spot on both sides, where it doesn't really want to give. And that's a problem. If you notice that you have that problem, really give it a good run through with the sharpener, because you want to make sure that you get a clean cut on your fabric all the way through, so that you have even cut line, because you don't want to have a wobbly line when you're cutting your fabric, and then have things so wobbly. Let's say, like, if you actually want to add in the pocket in the shirt, which wouldn't hurt if you have the pocket. Let's say if you're going out, this might end up looking like scrubs. I don't know. This might end up looking like scrubs, and it would be, maybe that would be kind of cute, kind of comfortable, cute. Who knows? But you know, this is cute fabric. I love this fabric. I wish they would have had this at Fabric Mart, but they didn't. But it was still in somebody's, you know, bin on sale, and I'm glad I got it when I did, you know. You guys are like, oh, $1.99. You know, I really don't mind when I get a fabric for $1.99 a yard, or when I get something for $1.99 a yard. Like I said, think about our economics anymore for purchasing things. And think about how we need to save for our YouTube channels to be able to bring things to people. Think about that. How can we save economically? economically to be able to bring our educationals to you. How can we do that? How can we save so that we can bring education to you? Educational materials cost money. Educational materials cost us money. Now, I don't ask people for money so that I can bring the educational materials to you. I purchase my own educational materials. I have indeed been a teacher before. I've been a Head Start teacher. For what? Art. I've been a volunteer art teacher for Head Start. Oh, few of these little new tile channels out there now know a little something. About Char. Char's been a teacher. That's right. You're out there trying to flip your tea on me. Char's been a teacher before. That's right. Got some tea to flip on you. But I don't. I'll tell you what. I have been a teacher. I have taught children of different nationalities, different things. And I've taught their parents on how they can take a fabric, a cheap fabric, and make it into a child's garment for the winter. Okay, now we have the front and the back, so we'll put this aside. Oh, that didn't cut all the way again. Like I said, if this happens constantly, I'm just going to have to sharpen this blade. And of course, you know, it's happening constantly. Yeah, I do have a pair of scissors handy, but I'm just not going to bother to take them out. I don't want to. I just don't feel like it. Okay. Okay. Now I can put these aside together. So happy together. Okay, let me pause this. And it's not menopausal, it's just pausal. And it's not even a puzzle. Okay, now that we are back, and I can show you that I have the pants laid out, which took me a little while to get laid out here. We're gonna do the back first, and that's why it took me a little while to get this laid out. And it's still like a little wrinkly, you know. That'll always be like that when you go to lay that out. So this is what I do. This is the fold. This is what I always do. I never put this here. A lot of people do that. You could do that if you want. I'm just letting you know. If you want this to be a wide leg, go ahead and cut it wide. I'll go ahead and cut this to a certain way here for the waist. Yes. That I will definitely do because this is a pair of jeggings. So you will want to cut this a little different if we're making a pajama pant. So again, we're going to have to press a little hard with these because of, well, you know, we've been having a little technical difficulty. So, what I do basically is, there's something on my fabric, is on this side, I like to leave the front of it, you know, open. I like to leave that open. Don't ask me why, We all do this different. We all do this different. Let's take, for instance, the pants that I have on. We all cut our pant different. I will show this to you. All cut our pants different. I'm not afraid to show these to you, but we do all cut our pant different. No, I did not put a pocket. These did come out a little funny because they are a cotton stretch jersey fabric. Very stretchy. I still have to take it in at the waist. That's why I have it tucked in my corset right now. It looks like they fit me, but I actually have them tucked into my corset in order to fit me. Otherwise, these are so loose, they would fall off. Because I've lost that much weight. See what I mean? You can make a pair of pants load up, they won't fit. You can make a pair of pants, lose a bunch of weight, whatever. I'm a little swollen today. My back hurts. Again, it's gonna happen. These things happen when you make clothing to custom fit you. This is what I'm going to tell you. After I'm done making this video, my body is going to scream at me because I stood up too long today. Am I working on my cardigan? Abso-freaking-lutely. Am I going to make sure that I have my corset on all day? Yes. Why? Makes a huge difference. I'm working on getting a tape instead of using my desk. So, anyway, back to this. We all cut these different. Rotary cutters can indeed be sharpened. Make sure that when you cut, you can keep the top portion right here of your fabric. I did indeed switch over from the dark part to the light part of my cutting mat. Pull this back a little because you need to. My desk is long enough for this portion because we're going to keep the top of this. Remember that. Pull this over that much because we need to keep this part right here. Now remember, we are keeping the top. We need to give a seam allowance. Of at least 1.5 to 2 inches, depending on your size. These pants may be too big for me right now, but I'm also making a pajama at the moment. Now I could give these pajama pants a pocket if I choose to. There are different things that you can do with the pant. Why am I talking like the guy from Real Police Talk? I don't know. I think he's cool. Never think cops are not cool. Absolutely they are. I love police. Support your locals unless they're assholes. And he knows what I'm talking about. So, because he used to live in Jersey. Thank God you got out of here, man. Thank God you got out of here. Kudos to you. Anyway, we're going to cut this leg down. No, Jersey's not like the best state. Kind of backwards here. I live here. I pay my bills. I try to enjoy what there is to enjoy. Other than that, yeah, Jersey could be better. It's too freaking expensive to live here. Isabella Throne could tell you that. Too freaking expensive to live here. I'm sure Anne from Just Anne can tell you that too. It's just too darn expensive to live in Jersey. Okay. Take this way. We now have, as soon as I cut here, the back of the pant. You have to be careful with your rotary cutter. These things are very sharp. Can indeed do you a lot of harm. You have to be very careful. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of stupid with these things. Trust me. If you're going to work with one of these tools, space your fingers away from the tool. Do not put your fingers in the way. That's a rule of thumb if you want to keep your thumb. Okay, that is the back of the pant. Very easy to cut. And you're thinking, why'd you cut it like that? You have this big gap. Yes, I do. That's going to be easy to cut right there. Sew, and then sew again. Because that cuts it where we need it for the guffet. That's why I cut it like that. Not a lot of people know that's what you need. That's the back, and that's for the guffet. Oh, maybe people learned something new today. It's the back piece. That's how I cut it for the guffet. One thing I do, here's a reminder. If you happen to have multicolored straight pins, right, like I do, you can't remember which side is which for the pants that you cut. Guess what? Blue is back. Blue means back. stick that right in there. When you go to cut this, sew it together, blue means back. Easy peasy, easy to remember. Blue means back. Back, I'm going to cut the front, and then we'll be done with this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that. My back is hurting, and we'll be right back. And don't forget, I'll be linking Angela Clayton because she went to Fabric Mart, one of my favorite places to go. Okay, one thing I am going to show you is I laid the back on the front and I left that pin in there. I know the light's still glaring and I apologize for that though. That way, I left the jeans underneath it, the jeggings, and that way we get an exact cut to the width and length, the exact length of how we have the back. We want that. We absolutely want that. We don't want nothing messed up. Nothing. This has to be exact because it's a pattern. It's a patterned fabric. It's a print, I should say, a print fabric. And we have to make sure that that print fabric, like that, is exact. Now I'm going to pull this fabric up as I do this. That way it's easier to cut along. On both sides. We absolutely want to make sure that it's easy to cut along on both sides. And see, now that is much, much easier. And then right at the bottom, it needs to be spot on even. Because if that's not spot on even, we're going to have to go back in and recut later. And do we really want to recut later? No, not really. I mean, we can, but yeah. Like I said, this recutter, I'm really going to have to sharpen this. It's really going to, too many problems on this fabric. So, I mean, I've never really had the problems with the other fabric like this. You guys have seen that? With all the other fabric like this. And I have so much more to do and show you. Let's see. And I even switched the mat over just so it wouldn't be on a side where it's like kind of caught up in little areas where it's got cuts in it already. So, yeah. Just gonna have to take care of that. And it's like that right here too, so yeah. That's what I mean. You really gotta take care of your cutting tools. we don't end up with these problems. So yeah, so that's the pants, and I'll show you how much fabric we have left over. That's plenty of fabric to make something else. I do have ideas for it. Sorry about bumping that. Let me sit down here. I do indeed have ideas for it. So now that the cutting process is out of the way, and I have gotten a chance to sit down, hold on, and we're over here now, instead of you being blinded by the light, and you're just up in my glasses being blinded by the light. Oh my gosh, look at my hair. Like, I brushed that. It's a mess today. I'd like to know what day it is. And I had to turn on my heater. My pant leg is caught underneath the chair. We can laugh about this. That's how much weight is thinking. Yeah. Again, if you had seen anything move around up here on my desk, you can leave that in the comments. I know this was an extra long video today. I'm not sorry about that. Am I sorry about that? No, not really. I am going to leave a link for Angela Clayton. She does, let's see, reproduction of Barbie clothes for human size fit. She's done some remarkable looks. Oh my gosh. And she also does historical clothing. Just beautimous. Just some beautimous stuff. Some beautimous stuff. Girl, you drove through where I live. You drove through where I live. Wish I had known this. One of these times, I would love to collab with you. You drive through where I live, just go to Fabric Mart. Maybe someday we should go to Fabric Mart together. And then I can show you that 50-cent a yard wall. She totally missed that. You'd be delighted. You know how you're always looking for a tool? It's on the 50 cents a yard wall. Like I said, that fabric, this fabric, 50 cents a yard, Fabric Mart. I love Fabric Mart. If I had a sponsor, it would be Fabric Mart. And then I have my other Fabric Mart fabric down in the bin right here that, as soon as I'm done sewing this, and let's see, what else was it? Oh, that coat. That my back hurts from cutting that. And I gotta whip myself back into shape anyway. I would do exercise videos, but I don't think you guys are into that for low impact exercise. For disabled individuals. Oops, sorry, I accidentally hit a painting that I did, and disrupted the other painting. I don't know if you guys are interested in low impact exercises for disabled individuals, or I would go back into doing those, but until then, you know, like, it's Char's Fascination. We're fascinated in everything positive, you know, because there's so much out there to do in life, and we have a lot to do. Like, remember, the blue is the back, so you don't have to worry about that. Remember, the blue pin is for the back, so that you never have to worry about that. You'll never have a mishap. It's just genius to think about that. So, you know what? You know what? Now that you have that lovely thought for sewing, stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you, well, when we go to sew this together, which may be later, it may be tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta show you one more thing before I go. It's the other part of the cardigan that I wanted to show you that I've been working on. Oh my gosh! It's the other front panel, and I told you I wanted to make it longer on purpose. Like, you guys know, this is one panel, and this is the other panel. This is the other panel that goes across this one, and I did it like this on purpose so that I can put buttons on this placket and then have hidden pockets on the inside of this one. Oh my gosh! There you go. So this is coming along nicely. So yeah, other thing I wanted to show you. Alright guys, later. Have a blessed weekend.